Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dyah Aries Tanti. I'm from Center for Climate and Atmosphere, National Agency of Research and Innovation. Today, I would like to explain my research. The title is Characteristic of Marine Aerosol Deposition and its relation to wind condition in West Java. Sea salt is an aerosol emitted from the ocean. These particles are naturally distributed in nature. Knowing the characteristic of sea salt and researching the factors that influence it is important so that effects of the transformation and transportation of it can be overcome. This study aims to determine the characteristic of sea salt and its relation to wind condition in West Java. So this is the focus location of the research. This research is determined in 3 locations in West Java. The first location is in Cipedes, Bandung. The second is Tanjung Sari, Sumedang. And the third is in Pamengpeuk, Garut. This is the data that we use for this research. The ion dissolved in rainwater includes sulfate, nitrate, chloride, ammonium, natrium, calcium, and magnesium from 2050 to 2018, and the wind data that was obtained from ERA 5. This is the method for rain sampling method. The method that we use is rainwater sampling using an automatic rain sampler for the Cipedes location and a rain gauge for the Tanjung Sari and Pamengpeuk location. Furthermore, the collected rainwater samples were analyzed in the chemical laboratory using ion chromatography equipment to obtain concentration of anion, sulfate, nitrate, chloride, and cation, ammonium, natrium, calcium, and magnesium, and the correlation calculation by using Pearson correlation. This is the calculation for determining of the Pearson correlation coefficient, and this is the classification for correlation category. So these two equations was used for getting the sea salt concentration. The sea salt concentration was getting from sodium concentration, and after that we can calculate the concentration of non-sea salt ions so that finally the sea salt ions can be determined. So this is the descriptive statistic of the ion dissolved in rainwater. It can be seen that the highest value of sulfate and nitrate were recorded at Cipedes station with an average concentration value of 36.95 mol per liter for sulfate and 27.38 mol per liter for nitrate. The second largest sulfate concentration was in Pamengpeuk. The highest average concentration of chloride occurred in Pamengpeuk exceed a value of 160.23 micromole per liter. The maximum concentration value in this area even reaches 395.37 micromole per liter. From the two figures, it can be seen that in general, the concentration of sea salt in the Pamengpeuk as coastal area for both calcium and sulfate is the highest among the other two areas. This is quite understandable because the coastal area is the area closest to the sea salt emitter. From all sample points, it can be concluded that the wind effect, the concentration of sea salt in urban and rural areas. This is the correlation of sea salt concentration and wind speed. In the overall concentration of sea salt in Cipedes, it can be seen that the wind speed tends to be positively correlated with the concentration value. It can be seen that in 2016, where there was a weak La Nina and there was heavy rain throughout the year, the wind speed tended to be low and the overall concentration of sea salt was also low. The same thing also happened in Tanjung Sari, where the low wind speed tends to also make the concentration value low. This indicates that the annual concentration values in Cipedes and Tanjung Sari are the result of transportation from other areas due to high winds, which actually give the effect of increasing this annual concentration value. The difference occurs in Pamukpek. Both figures shows that wind speed has little effect on fluctuation in the average annual concentration of sea salt in Pamukpek. This indicates that the sea salt in Pamukpek are ions that originating come from the sea, so that wind speed have a little effect on the fluctuation of sea salt in this place. Conclusion, sulfate, nitrate, ammonium in West Java are mostly distributed in urban areas. Chloride and alkaline compound, natrium, kalium, calcium, and magnesium, are widely distributed in coastal areas. Wind has a lot of influence on the concentration of sea salt deposition in West Java. And wind dynamic have the most influence on fluctuation in sea salt deposition concentration in urban areas. The wind has strong and positive influence in this area, which means the concentration of sea salt deposition will increase if the wind speed also increases. This creates a tendency that sea salt in urban areas is mostly transported from other areas. Wind has low influence on fluctuation in sea salt deposition concentration in coastal area. This means sea salt in coastal area is originated came from that sea. Thank you.